Yes, hello.
What are you up to, Javi, my friend? Congratulations.
How's it going? How's it going, Ali, my friend? How are you?
Good. How are we doing? We're very happy and congratulations. Tell us, how are you doing, man?
No, look, I'll tell you, just so you all are kind of shocked, I'm here with two big winners from last night. Let's say to my right, who's having dinner here, is my sister,
Yes.
and in front of me is the gentleman, Colo Santilli, Bold Santilli, who's also here with his wife, Analia. And tonight we are having a formal dinner in special honor of the truly huge and historic election that the Argentinian people gave us just yesterday.
Well then, please be sure to send my warmest regards to everyone there, and most particularly to Analia, whom I've known for a very long time, and also to Colo as well.
He was just telling me that Colo, I don't know if he's still Colo because now he's bald.
And send a big greeting to your sister too, Javi, because she, with this idea of the puros, together with Lule and her team, got it right where no one else saw it. What happened in Santa Fe is all thanks to her. What happened in Cordoba is all thanks to her. So it's good to say that too.
That my sister is the kind of person who can see right through you.
I saw her.
Because I remember that the day we did the first diet raffle in Mar del Plata, when I got there and went up on stage, she told me, "You're going to be president." And I looked at her and said, "No, well, if you say so, maybe."
Javi, listen, I'm going to tell you something. Of course, I'm listening to you. Everyone is. The chat is blowing up everywhere. And first, I want to thank you because people know this, but at least from my side, it's good to remind them. You know that a few days ago we got back in touch. We talked because I rhetorically said something that maybe was misunderstood, or a lot of people were very offended by my comment. But what's important is that it's clear, because I want to say this to you publicly. You know the relationship we have. Javier, we're never going to end up separated in this relationship.
It did not come from the journalist Mauro Oviale, nor did it come from the presenter Alejandro Fantino.
I don't deserve that, Javi. It's too much. It makes me blush. I care about you a lot, and you know that very...
Well, I'm not going to argue about this.
But brother, you surely know that was just something that is buried deep in the distant past now. All right?
Okay, next. Come on, enough.
Because I just put up a poll, execution, 8th of the race, it came out as execution. You have to sign my pardon. Sign my pardon. Will you sign my pardon?
No, I don't sign pardons. I mean, the rules.
Hey, listen. Here's Tronquito who wants to say hi too. The whole team is here. The whole gang is here. Listen, how are you? Have you fallen for it yet? You understand what happened? Yes, you understand what happened, but it's crazy.
No, the truth is actually that we have made an extraordinarily significant and impactful decision, considering all the remarkable milestones and successes it has truly achieved, or the dedicated team from the province in Buenos Aires, I mean Colos, Karen, Sebastian, Pareja, Karina, Mireya, and my sister, the entire strategic communications team working with Santiago Caputo, truthfully and sincerely. This is, I mean, honestly, the only one who believed we could win was my sister, and once again, she was right.
Seriously, man?
Yeah, I mean, we were all saying, well, let's try to narrow the significant margin of difference as much as we possibly can. And if we perform exceptionally well in the rest of the country, we might be able to ultimately emerge victorious in the final tally. And the reality is, look, they even have to lie. How do you add up the numbers to make it look more respectable? But if you really look at it seriously, we won 41-24. We beat Kirchnerism. I mean, we beat them by 17 points.
Yeah, and besides, the important thing is that now there's a real contest, man. Now there's a real contest. That's the most important thing. I mean, your sister created a real party. There's a party with a national structure. There's a party...
No, exactly. And besides the new composition of Congress, we're adding, let's say, we're going to have a block of 101 deputies. We're also going to have a total of 20 senators. Peronism has officially lost its majority, let's say, for the very first time in the history of the Senate. So now there are unprecedented opportunities to carry out a comprehensive set of structural reforms like never before in history. Therefore, we are currently We are truly and profoundly grateful to the Argentine people for granting us this monumental opportunity. And beginning on the 10th of December, we are going to commence the implementation of all the comprehensive reforms that were formally agreed upon in the May Pact.
Javi, what kind of country do you envision for these next 2 years? How do you picture it? Because you're a very pragmatic guy. What do you have in mind? What are you thinking?
It's a country where we are going to move forward with the structural reforms we committed to with the Argentine people. My commitment is to make Argentina the freest country in the world. That will generate strong economic growth. This strong economic growth will also be accompanied by a significant drop in inflation and a drastic reduction in poverty and extreme poverty. In other words, I presented it in a schematic way. Then obviously there are always those who are intellectually dishonest and take what I say out of context. But what I basically said is, if we enter into this dynamic, we can double our income in 10 years. We can quadruple it in 10 years. We could resemble or even surpass Spain in 20 years, let's say, or even better, like Germany in 30, or like the United States. And we could achieve that, let's say, by maintaining and upholding, let's say, a deep and fundamental respect for property rights over work and investment, considering the immense inherent strength that we currently possess, for example, in mining, regardless of whether we are discussing gold, copper, or lithium, as well as in our extensive resources in oil and gas. What relates to the agricultural sector, and above all, the entire area of nuclear energy and uranium, to, let's say, lay the foundation for artificial intelligence. And what's interesting about artificial intelligence, which is the part that someone who is intellectually, brutally dishonest left out, is that all these periods I've been telling you about, where in 40 years we could become the world's leading power, artificial intelligence could cut those timelines in half. So in 5 years, we could be like Spain, in 10 years like Germany, in less than 20 like the United States, or in 15 or 20, become the world's leading power. But anyway, they leave out this impact of artificial intelligence in a, let's say, deregulated context.
Explain the topic of artificial intelligence to me. Why would it speed us up? I don't understand. Break it down for me more.
Here is a question. I'm not giving you a test. Have you actually read it? The most famous work by Adam Smith, called An Inquiry into the Nature and Causes of the Wealth of Nations.
I get the gist, but I haven't read it as closely as you.
When he talks about the pin factory?
Yes.
The example of the pin factory, the technical counterpart is called increasing returns. What's the idea behind the pin factory? The pin factory says that if one person spent the whole day working, making pins alone, they could, if they were really, really skilled, make 20 pins a day. Yes. Now, when you divide this specific production activity into 15 distinct and separate individual parts, each person's productivity remarkably increases significantly to reach a total of 5,000. Do you understand? You go from being able to produce 20 to 5,000 because, let's say...
Just by splitting production into 15 parts?
Exactly. In other words, these are the benefits of the division of labor. So,
instead of doing it all by myself, I share the pin-making process with 14 others and take it up to 5,000.
And the production, of course. So the production, let's say, if you could make at most 20, and if there are 15 of you, that's 300, but you'll take production up to 50,000 or 75,000.
The smart one produces this for me.
The limit, he says something else which is also very interesting. Adam Smith, I say this for everyone who has those apocalyptic views about artificial intelligence, which are all wrong. Something I explained at the G7 is that this limit, let's say the limit to the addition of labor, is set by the size of the market. So that means that a person with the same number of working hours, if you will, to make it simple, goes from producing 20 pins to producing 5,000. Yes. Do you understand me?
Certainly.
All right. Well, that's what generates the division of labor. This particular subject matter was extensively re-examined and analyzed by a prominent economist named Alvin Yang, who famously authored several influential papers regarding the concept of increasing returns. In fact, my book, Capitalism, Socialism, and the Geoclassical Trap, specifically addresses the issue of increasing returns. So when it comes to the origin of the ministry led by the giant Federico Sturzenegger, it's precisely about this. You deregulate. When you have regulation, what happens is, they regulate a monopoly that has increasing returns, or what is called a concentrated structure. When you regulate it, you end up assimilating it to a competitive company. You take away its increasing returns, and as a result, you kill the economy's growth. When you deregulate, you unleash increasing returns and the economy grows more. Yes. Just as, let's say, Adam Smith explained it through the division of labor and Ian explained it through the Industrial Revolution, well, artificial intelligence is much more powerful than the effect of the Industrial Revolution. As a matter of fact, Moore's law is significantly more impactful when compared to the Industrial Revolution. It shows, for example, how capacity keeps doubling of computers.
Did you work on that with Rydell?
With Rydell, what we did, which we already have, the theoretical paper is that we managed to reconcile the idea of the pin factory that is increasing returns with the idea of the invisible hand, in other words, the mathematical version, the Pareto optimum.
Can I ask you a question? Would that be revolutionary in terms of science? Yes.
It would mean having to rewrite 80% of economic theory.
Wait. What you worked on with Rydell, have you already published it in papers?
No, we already have the paper finished and we're looking for a journal to publish it.
Now, if you're telling me that this would rewrite 80% of the economic theory books, that means it would cause an epistemological rupture in economic thought, thanks to your work and Rydell's. Yes. Well, but don't just tell me like that, just like that, because that's a really big deal if it happens. It's a really big deal. It's a rupture, it's Copernican, it's pre-Copernican, and it's post-Copernican.
Well, there are some who say I'm exaggerating, so no, that's it. Let them read the paper later and that's all.
And when are you publishing it? That paper?
We're looking at which journal to publish it in.
This is a really big deal, Javier, because it also speaks to your support, professional or at least academic, with what you do.
To be perfectly honest, but we formulate our final conclusions based on rigorous and strictly empirical sets of criteria.
And what did Rydell contribute to this? Because I understand that Rydell is a physicist. By
training, basically a physicist.
Right, so you worked your economic knowledge with a physicist and worked on this. It's really impressive, really impressive. Yes.
Because let's say the complexity of the mathematical structure required a much more complicated mathematical technology.
Honestly, I'm no longer surprised by the things that happen to you. They just don't surprise me anymore. But you are surprised by the calls, the offers, and the places inviting you to share your knowledge and to be able to, I don't know, from teaching onwards. Are you surprised by what happens to you? Yes.
Yes. If we have more than 100 top universities in the world inviting us to explain, let's say, what we're doing in Argentina.
Hey, Javi, my friend, look, I don't want to take up your time. I'm very happy, unfortunately, because of what has happened.
We can't even begin to explain it to you. Of course, man. We have no words that could explain
happiness.
What was going through your mind. If you could see the ear-to-ear smiles on Diego, Analia, and Carrie. Well, Carrie, actually, she's working as usual.
When did you realize this could happen like this? Did you know it or not? Or did you start to realize it in the afternoon?
Honestly, neither Diego nor I could have imagined something like this. The only one who thought this could happen was my sister.
When did you first hear? When you started, no exit polls existed yet. When did you say, hey?
We have a different work approach. We give it our all, and when it's over, the campaign is over. That's it. At that point, we know it's up to the people. It's the people's verdict. The campaign ended on Thursday. That's it. It's done. We just have to wait for the results. When the official results come in, it's over.
Actually currently in possession of
all that persecution, anxiety, craziness. No, it's late. The numbers will show up sooner or later.
I have a theory. For me to say it's because of risk or fear of what happened or what was is to downplay the victory. I think that.
But Ali, I mean, they've been downplaying me for 10 years, so if they do it one more time, it doesn't matter.
And you're going to tell me. I mean, I get it and I know it. But what surprises me, I also think it was so brutal. The whole apparatus was set up to put an end to this right away, and people always come out to support you, to defend you. It happened the other time, and
Well, I think the highly destructive and aggressive motivations from part of the opposition in Congress, I mean, I think the general public gradually became fully aware of what they were doing and that they didn't care about completely devastating and ruining Argentinians' lives as long as they could get back into power because they were missing out on the money.
that was the main thing, right? You see, the withdrawal from the money is decisive. It drives them crazy. They get desperate.
Restricted funds drive them crazy. Listen to me.
One thing, what a speech yesterday, huh? Man, very conciliatory, very open, very much like, come and talk. How nice.
Alejandro, I'm a Bilardista. Argentine society gave me a mandate in 2023, which is my campaign promise. Do you know how much we've accomplished? What we promised?
No.
98% Astrongo. If you got as part of the work the campaign log of everything we've done, it's incredible.
You'll get it, and here comes Tronquito to say hi to you. First, Agustin wants to greet you. He's happy. Say hi, Agustin.
How are you, Javier? How are you?
Hello, how are you doing, Agustin?
I'm happy, and honestly, I thank you for shouldering the campaign. You proved that you're a leader beyond just being an excellent president. And I'm not just flattering you because I say this publicly, but you truly showed yourself to be a leader. You had the composure and the determination not to give up. And that gave a lot of strength to the people. So congratulations.
Thank you. Again, I have a commitment to the Argentine people, and I am going to fulfill it to the letter. Because I say what I think, and I do what I say. So I made a commitment to the Argentine people, to a government program, and I delivered on it. Because the truth is, all the campaign promises have already been fulfilled. Listen.
You got yourself a good one here. This solves everything, Javi. You got the best one. You took it away, little log, little tree trunk. Say hello to President.
How are you doing, National Deputy for the Province of Buenos Aires of Liberty Advance, of the Alliance for Liberty Advance?
Very pleased, Mr. President.
I'm here with a co-worker. Yours here with Diego Santilli,
Yes, Santilli the bald guy.
the bald one.
You're with Santilli the bald one. A master, he carried the campaign on his shoulders. A genius.
It's extraordinary work. Extraordinary, really. And to turn around the torpedo, we got the extraordinary greatness of, okay, willingly accepting and taking that specific spot, let's say, on the list, even when he had been in another one before. And that clearly shows he's a great human being. He's a remarkably kind and compassionate individual and has shown true integrity and has shown, let's say, his sincere and heartfelt gratitude. The best kind of character a human being can have, because he stepped up, went out there and fought a tremendous fight. And let's not forget, we had to mark the box and his face wasn't even on it. Honestly, to me, this is an enormous gesture of greatness, and that's why, well, anyway, today I invited him to dinner. We're having dinner here, actually. We're waiting for the sidewalk to arrive, so without further ado, they're waiting for you. If we wrap things up for me,
That would be great. We'll let you go. Javi, we're just letting you go so you can say hi.
I'm always free, so don't worry.
Tronquito says that if the Basis Law 2 comes in, it has to be passed no matter what.
Urgently.
Obviously, we are now fully committing to moving forward with the essential second-generation reforms. That's a commitment I made to Argentinians, and I'm going to keep it. What happens is that we have this thing about doing things with a lot of passion, and this is going to benefit Argentinians and Argentina. Before the destabilizing torpedoing started from this group, from the opposition, Argentina was growing at 8%. So when I say we can double the per capita GDP in 10 years, it's obviously possible. Why? Because we were already doing it until they tried to break everything, right? Their proposal was basically to stop Milei. They didn't have any other proposal, right?
The last one, Javi, Listen, do you see Karina as someone for big things? I mean, really big things. It's crazy what I'm saying. It's really crazy. Do you see my law? My law.
I'm not in a position to predict that because I couldn't even predict it for myself. Let's see, I remember at the end of 2018, New York City, the launch of SPER, Professor Alberto Venegas Lynch Jr. came. The great man, the father of Bertie, the father of our national senator for the province of Entre Rios, Joaquin Venegas Lynch. A province that we won by a large margin. And where is my sister? Together with Rogelio Frigerio, she did an enormous job painting it purple in a fabulous way. So he asked me, well, you're not going to get into politics because we need you in the cultural battle. And I told him, Professor, not a chance. Look, as if I would ever get into politics. Look where I am now. So what do you want? I ended up, look how badly I misjudged my own future. What do you expect me to predict for my sister?
Send everyone a big hug. There you go, Javi, my friend.
Sends everyone a big hug. To this one, they're
Greeting Karina. Congratulate Karina for me. Congratulate her. She's awesome. Your sister.
Thank you very much.
Ale, thank you so much. Karina, really congratulations because we have to call it like it is. You are the big winner from yesterday. The big winner. Karina, the big
winner. No, all Argentinians are winners here.
But own it, own it, own it, own it, Karina, own it, own it. You saw something no one else saw. You built a party. You put together a structure. You went with the true ones. That's it. Own it, own it. You saw it. You really saw it. You really saw it, Karina. We have to say things
as they are. Well, thank you, Ale. Sending you a big kiss and a kiss to Tronco.
A kiss to everyone and send him a hug.
And a kiss to Thor. Hey.
Sending a very big loving kiss to dear Colo too.
And to Conan, to Mura, and to Milton, to
everyone and to every single person here.
Everyone involved. Otherwise, the five of them standing right here will surely get
jealous.
Here they send you greetings. Look, Malena, love.
Warmest greetings to Malen, who is a truly great and remarkable person. We send our respectful greetings to you. Mr. President.
Greetings. Well.
So, I need to wrap things up now because my guests will be here soon.
Those people really want to eat. Go
rest, go eat. Javi, my dear, a hug.
Hugs, Yavito.
Giant hug.
Goodbye, brother.